And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. It's kind of hard to find a job if you've been convicted of a felony, of a crime like conspiracy or sedition, while also being seen on national television storming the Capitol like these people. Now, former Trump aide Matt Braynard is hoping his website can make the employment search a bit easier for insurrectionists who can't find a job.
And joining us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight is Dr. Dietrich von Bietenfeld from the University of Houston downtown. So jobs for J6. There's an app and or website out there to hire people who took part in the insurrection, but they paint a different picture of those who took part in the insurrection, right?
Absolutely. And that's part of the thing. If you've got something to sell or you're trying to create a niche, you're going to package it in a way that makes it palatable for prospective users of your service to digest this idea that these individuals participating are not going to be anti-authoritarian. They're going to accept the rules and company policies, that they're patriots and people who are really going to be desirable in your organization. So you've got to package it in a way that sells.
And to make sure we're clear with the viewer, these are people who may have even been convicted for taking part in the insurrection where 7 people died there. Several law enforcement officers were injured. People who took part in that insurrection on January 6th, now there's a website to market them, to get them hired by other companies that the app or the website may be calling patriots, right?
Absolutely. And the idea is similar to the individual who was fired after giving the finger to Trump's motorcade and then found themselves promoted for exercising free speech. So each group of people has different opinions. The challenge here, of course, is how do you market individuals who may have to respond to a probation officer, may not be able to travel, may not be able to carry a firearm or exercise the duties of a position because of that felony misdemeanor charge, or even the idea that they have to miss work a lot to go to court or report to a parole officer. So it's going to take some creative narrative, particularly when employers, while they are oftentimes looking for employees in this marketplace, it's competitive, they may not be desperate enough to waive certain perceptual things where if I walk into a restaurant and I see that the person serving me may or may not have been convicted of a crime that includes violence or threats against the United States, I may think, well, what else are they doing in the back?
Mm-hmm. You're exactly right. Now, more than likely, some of the big corporations will never likely go for this, but there are some mom and pop businesses out there who totally believe in what happened in January 6th as patriots standing up for their country. And those people will likely hire some of these individuals.
Well, that's that demographic imbalance. The reality is, while 90% of the United States may love solar panels, do you own your own home? Can you afford the solar panel installation? Can your roof support it? So while there may be a group of people who are very thrilled about the participants, those aren't often the people with the finances or the company structures to hire new employees out of the blue, right? These aren't necessarily companies that are experiencing worker shortages in a way that they would be willing to risk their customers or their reputation to hire people who, again, still might be under the cloud of insurrectionist thinking.
Now, this app and website created by a former Trump staffer.
Correct. And again, there's money in this. There's money in writing books, celebrating, taking a controversial position or taking an opposite position. If everybody's selling books on President Biden winning, you've got to write the book that says President Trump won if you want to sell it. And the question is, who's buying it? So at the end of the day, when we really look at the potential employers of individuals, even if I am a supporter of the exercise of gathering or whatever narrative you want to paint on January 6th, I've got to be a little bit cautious about bringing someone into my organization who may challenge my authority, who may feel like taking matters into their own hands is the best solution for these sorts of matters. And whether that's a restaurant, a hotel, or even a corporate environment, I may be a little worried if somebody's auditing and they say, well, we couldn't account for this $1,000, but I'm unilaterally saying it's okay, right? Just like I did on January 6th. I'm voiding the results of this audit, right? And then the IRS comes in and that $80 billion in new funding, and they don't like it. So it's
excellent point you made there, Dr.
Right. Even
Beaton
people who support it in theory.
You're exactly right. We appreciate your time tonight on The Factor Uncensored, sir. Good to see you.